Yo fam, it's me, Sasha Damrot. Welcome to episode 8 of You Call That Targeting? My gosh, I can't believe I'm already here in episode 8. Just craziness. Man, sometimes this intro music is just too long and I don't know what to say. But anyways, thank you for tuning in. Man, I'm just extra excited today because the Braves have won the World Series. I know this is a college football podcast, but man, I've been a Braves fan since I exited the womb. And the womb from my trash mom, by the way. So I don't even want to get into that. But man, I've been a Braves fan, and man, we've had some real crap years. And it's just nice to actually win one. So anyways, let's get to talking about college football. Let me get my notes out here. So we're gonna recap this past week. I'm only picking the game of the week now, and so yeah, I'm only picking the game of the week and a upset pick. So not much to recap. But my pick, my game of the week was Michigan State. I had Michigan winning that game. Well, guess what? Trash. They didn't win. They lost 37-33. And then my upset pick. And I'm going to get into this a little later in a little segment. I'm going to break this down. But my upset pick was Florida beating number 1 Georgia, right? And Florida lost 34-7. And like I said, we'll talk about that later on. But let's get on to giving away some awards. Alright, so first award, my Sasha Damrot Team of the Week. This week goes to the Michigan State Spartans. Let's go Sparty. I mean, man, beating a good Michigan team in a rival game. I mean, my gosh. Great job. Great job, Michigan State. Pretty excited. I hope that they keep it rolling, but you know, they're probably going to lose, and they're probably going to lose this next week, and we'll get into that a little later. So let's get on to my trash teams of the week, starting with the Florida Gators. My gosh. I mean, they were only down 3-0 right before the half. Like, Florida's defense is playing insane, right? Well, then they fumble the ball. Georgia scores on the next play. Then Florida throws a pick on the next play. I mean, my gosh. Trash. I mean, just turnovers all over the garbage place. Put me in at quarterback. I don't care. Anthony Richardson, Emory Jones, they both suck. My gosh. What is their problem? Put me in at quarterback. I'm telling you, Dan Mullen, I will get the job done for you. I will save your job if you put me in at quarterback. Because the other two guys are absolute trash. And I was high on Anthony Richardson the beginning of the season. I thought the dude was like an instant Heisman favorite. And he's just turned out to be a butt cheek. Man, Florida's trash. Next trash team, Pittsburgh. They finally get ranked. I mean, they beat Clemson. Which Clemson's trash, so that don't even really matter. But they were ranked 17th. Guess who they lost to? Miami. My gosh! Miami has been nothing but pure garbage. And they lose to Miami. So great job, Pittsburgh. What a piece of trash. Next trash team. Number 12, Kentucky, loses to Mississippi State 31-17. It wasn't even like it was a fluke. Mississippi State just bent them over and whipped their booties. My gosh, I'm talking about bare hand on butt cheek, making that just good contact. Nothing but pure trash. So, even Florida's loss to Kentucky looks like garbage now. My gosh. But anyways, it's time to move on to my absolute trash team of the week. My absolute trash team of the week goes to the Iowa Hawkeyes. And these guys were just my team of the week a few weeks ago. And they lost to Wisconsin 27-7. My gosh, they were ranked number 9. I mean, their seasons just went down the absolute toilet. Just absolute toilet. And I think it's clogged in there. I think their season is like halfway down the pipe and it's just clogged. And they're gonna have to call a plumber. And he's just gonna have to come in there and just plunge the crap out. No pun intended. Plunge the crap out of that toilet just to get Iowa season through the pipe. Because it is just terrible. And I don't know what I'm rambling about, but it's just garbage. Anyways, so that's it for the recap and my awards. So we're going to get on to the second half of this podcast. But first, guess what? My gosh, we got a word from our sponsor. Hi, I'm Sasha Denbright. Do you remember our lesson Hammer Down with Adam Sewell teaching you how to be a great vocalist? Well, guess what? Do you want to be a great bass player? Well, if you do, I have the lesson for you. It is a lesson by Aaron Dyer, and he's going to teach you all the techniques on how to be a great bass player. First technique is when you get up there and you can't remember the song. He's going to teach you how to hit just the open top string. That's all you do. You hit that in time, and it'll blend right in with the music, and nobody will ever notice that you didn't know the song. He's also going to teach you how to deal with awkward handshakes, because this guy was a master of awkward handshakes. He gives you a 3-step program on how to get over awkward handshakes. You will be over that awkward handshake within a year. He promises that. He will also teach you the look. No bass player has pulled off as many looks as Aaron Dyer. We're talking short hair. We're talking long hair. We're talking buzz cuts. We're talking mustache. We're talking no mustache. This dude has rocked everything, and he gets all the chicks. And he's going to teach you, if you have long hair, he's going to teach you when you go to order food at McDonald's to talk in a deeper voice so they won't think you're a female. And if you have trash grandparents like I do, get this. If you order now, Aaron will share his grandma with you. And let me tell you, this is the greatest grandma on earth. She will be supportive, she will love you and care about you, and she will take tons of pictures of you. So order now while supplies last, because this thing's going fast. Thank you for listening. Let's get back to the podcast. Alright. That's a great product. I mean, you can't beat that with a stick. My gosh. Absolutely great. I mean, I can't back talk. But we are going to move on to questions. You know, it's like my favorite part. This is the whole reason I do the podcast. Let's just face it. I love answering questions from you guys. But first I'm going to talk. This ain't a question. I'm going to talk about how much trash Brent Sewell is. And I'm going to tell you why. Brent Sewell last week told me a lie that made me look like an idiot. He told me some garbage fact that every time the Braves have made the World Series, that Florida beats Georgia. And I based my whole upset pick on what Brent told me, the facts that he told me, right? And Brent, you made me look like an absolute moron. My gosh, did you see the game? Absolute trash. Brent, get it together, Brent. Garbage. And then you say something about Michigan going undefeated. And you're asking me if they were legit. And I said, yeah, I think they're legit. I think they could be undefeated when they play Ohio State at the end of the year. And then they lose to Michigan State. So both things you said in your trash question, in your trash question, my gosh, ended up being garbage. So this is my little segment called Brent Sewell is Trash, because that's what you are. So I hope you know how trash you are. My gosh. Anyways, we're gonna move on to some actual questions. And I'm sure we got one from Brent. So, I mean, don't get too excited, because, I mean, it's probably going to be wrong. And the facts ain't going to be right. Or he's going to tell you to go for one team and they'll do the complete opposite. You know. So, don't get too excited. Anyways, The first question is from There's a Boot in My Snake. Will Wake Forest win the ACC? I mean, to be honest, who else is going to stop them? I mean, Florida State's trash. Miami's trash. Clemson, they're pretty much trash this year. Did I say North Carolina? I can't remember. But all the teams that were at the top of the ACC are trash. So yeah, I think Wake Forest. Will they win? I mean, I can't say, but I like their chances. Next question. Booby Tassel Tavis. Booby Tassel Tavis. Okay, I guess that's how you say that. If you had to take a 6-hour road trip with either Lou Holtz or Gary Danielson, which would it be? I would definitely have to pick Gary Danielson. I don't get all the hate on Gary Danielson. I think it's the people that are with Gary Danielson that's trash. I mean, Vern Lundquist, my gosh. I mean, beg your pardon. I mean, everything he would say beg your pardon because he would get it wrong. But Brad Nessler is just as bad. Brad Nessler's terrible. I mean, Brad Nessler used to be like one of the top commentators. I mean, like if you played like the video games and all that stuff, Brad Nessler was like the guy. I mean, but he's trash. Since he's been on SEC, like on CBS doing SEC games, nothing but pure garbage. So, Gary Danielson, who wants to go with Lou Holtz? I mean, it'd be like, I mean, who wants to hear that for 6 hours? I know I don't. My gosh, I mean, it's almost as bad as being on a 6-hour road trip with my stepson. Just absolute trash. Next question is from Jan Cena. We never landed on the moon. It's a hoax. What? Do your research! My gosh. How in the world could you think that we never landed on the moon? I mean, you can't fake that. It was in the 1960s. And you think that CGI faked it? Have you seen CGI in these new, even Marvel movies? It looks so garbage fake. And you think we could have pulled that off in the 60s? My gosh. Get a life. Next question is from my twin brother, Natasha Denbright. Hey bro, we need to get together and jam again soon. I missed the tours to Japan. I hate your ego always gets in the way of a good relationship between us. I just want to be straight up honest. I have developed feelings for Tig's mom. I have those feelings, and I won't stop till I get what's mine. Natasha out. Natasha, I love you, because you are my brother, and we have been together through some horrible times, including being left in an abandoned toilet factory. But I swear to you, Natasha, if you lay one finger on Tig's mom, my absolute angel, I promise I will kill you. I don't care if you're my brother or not. Twin brother, don't matter. I can live without you. I will kill you dead. Touch her. We'll see. Just try me, bro. Get out of here with that crap. Next question. Not even a question. Shayna Brooks, I still love you. Hit me up. Look, I don't love you. I never loved you. Have you seen yourself? My gosh! You're everything that's wrong with ugly people. I mean, you don't even have a good personality. I mean, you're just ugly, and you're ugly inside and out. If I'm being straight up. My gosh, don't contact me again or I'm gonna get the police involved. Next question. Here we go. Brent Sewell. Psh, let's hear what he's got to say, because it's probably not gonna be true. He's probably gonna tell me some fake facts again. My gosh. Are them Oklahoma Sooners legit with Caleb as the QB? Hashtag Rattler overrated. Yeah, Spencer Rattler is overrated. If we would have played in high school, my stats on my team, I would have been, let's say, I probably would have been 72 of 75 with 843 yards and 8 touchdowns. Would be my passing stats. Spence Rattler would probably be like 15 of 40, 152 yards, a touchdown, and 4 picks. That's about right, you know. And so he is overrated. He's trash. And he'll probably transfer and maybe make a career. He might end up in the NFL still. But he's garbage with Oklahoma. Are they legit? I don't think so. I think they're trash. They can't compete in the playoff. There's just no way. They might make the playoff, but they can't compete. I mean, if they were to play Georgia, my gosh, it'd be a murder fest. If they were to play Alabama, murder fest. Absolute multiple stab wounds to the face. Just blood everywhere. Absolute murder. I can't think of another team right now that I would say is a playoff. Maybe Ohio State, maybe Oregon. I think either one of those teams beat Oklahoma because they are nothing but garbage. But now that I've said that, and it's your question, Brent, they'll probably win the national championship because everything that I say based off of what you say never comes true. Because you're nothing but straight trash. My gosh. Just trash drummer for a trash band. My gosh. Married to Katie Wholesome Broom, who don't even like me anymore. She's not even my fan anymore. My gosh. Anyways, that's all the questions. I hope you enjoyed them. And now we're going to talk about my game of the week next week and my upset pick. So my game of the week this week is it's an SEC matchup. And it's a top 25 matchup. I'm trying to find it on my phone. I should be a little bit more prepared. Here it is. Number 13, Auburn, at number 14, Texas A&M. Texas A&M is a 4.5 point favorite at College Station. I like them at home. And so, and Auburn had a good game last week. I don't see them doing it again. They're kind of inconsistent. So I am going to pick Texas A&M to win that game. And then my upset pick of the week, I'm going to pick Purdue to upset Michigan State. So here, Michigan State is my team of the week this week. They are ranked 3rd in the nation, but they are only 3-point favorites against Purdue. And I think Purdue is going to end their little run that they got going on. Thank you. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast. I can't wait to see how this week unfolds. I know it seems like we're talking less and less about college football with every podcast, but I'm enjoying the questions that I'm getting. I might just end up doing a podcast about life because I know everything that you need to know for life. I have done it. I have just been so successful. I'm just made of money. I'm married to Tigs Bomb. The only thing bad in my life right now is that I have a trash stepson. But that's not the end of the world. I still have just amazing things. And this podcast and my fans, y'all are definitely a part of that. So thank you for listening. We'll see you next week.